Hey guys, Anthony, for Before Adventures. We're out at TOOLANGI. Rocky Track. And that's the mighty 200 series heading up. You might see a video called, what am I going to call it? Don't do it. Don't bust your Hilux like this. I can tell you all about how to avoid it. I've actually done that for years. But then, you know what? We got the Hilux for a bit of action on the tracks. And maybe I needed to prove to myself that you can still break them, you know? Hilux, indestructible. Let's get up and see where the action's at. See, even the 200 struggles. Right, so this is the first intersection, right? That's the chicken track that we went down. There's not such of a chicken. This is the main track. You can see the card right down the bottom there. That's the start of the track. Over there, the other side, that's the chicken track where we're going down rubbing against the tree. So we spent most of the morning here so far. This is where the action's going to be, up the middle track. Dylan's parked up there ready for action. It all starts right in front of him. So we'll see how this video goes, if it's in this one or the next one. You can see where it's easy to break things, and this is our evidence mark right there where that CV spat its guts out. Actually, it wasn't there, it was a bit further, somewhere in these rocks anyway. Nearly made it to there. That's where I was spinning our last wheel in the Hilux. Yeah, I think that might be the evidence mark there, could be there, something there anyway. Looks like a bit of action over the other side there. We might have to go over and check that out, eh? Wise decision, time to get the winch out before something gets broken. Someone could take a leaf out of that book. There he goes, there he goes. He's up to the intersection. Bit of V8 grunt. Don't they make a lot of noise and it's not actually transferring to the tyres? Bloody noisy things. Okay, like we say, next sucker for punishment. Seems to be the spot. And if you're not into the cars yet, or you're not allowed to drive, there's plenty of other things to do in the bush. So they tell us how mighty these patrols are. and it's only there, and the Hilux got to the evidence point right there before it busted its CV. Pretty good going, Hilux. Yep, they're still ready for action. I think that'll be the next video. There could be a good bit of action here yet though, because you got one here still trying to work it out, and the other one down here still trying to work it out. So yeah, the traction is pretty average. These sort of tracks, in my opinion, they can be enough fun and entertainment when it's dry. So, you know, each to your own. I just came for the footage to show everybody, share the experience, bit of entertainment for everyone, and hopefully a bit of education, including for myself. If you saw the first video, like, what am I going to call that? Don't bust your Hilux like this, or something like that anyway. So watch that first, then this one. You're on the right track. Subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button so I know, and you know, Google, YouTube, whatever knows what you like, so you'll see them next time in case you haven't got a Google account, hopefully. And out comes the 120, beautifully done. It's got pretty well road tyres, so you can see why there's a lack of traction. Just like to make the point at this point that Toyota's winning. The Hilux made it to here. There's two more Toyotas up there, and of course the 120's up as well. And the first Nissan so far, wise decision getting the winch out. We're going to get out of the way of it. As we say, next sucker for punishment. Okay, we got the GQ Patrol Club Reg. What you can see at the top of the picture, that is the dead set start of Rocky Track at the bottom. So he's about 2/3 of the way to the intersection where we're standing. Call that the first intersection. And there you go. Vada, Bing. Last but not least, GU Patrol. Ooh. I actually can't believe the Hilux made it out of that set of ruts and that hole there, to step up out of that in this wet ground to even make it to here. Get yourself some lockers. I think we all need some lockers. If you want to go do hard tracks, you need traction. Patrols are renowned for having a very strong driveline, so you can give it a heap of curry like that. Can't really do that with IFS vehicles. Okay, so this is the last vehicle. While this is all happening, they're devising a plan to get up the next section, which is the hard section, which will be in the next video. So don't forget to, you know, subscribe, turn the bell on if you don't want to miss at least the third video from today. It is 11:42 a.m. So basically the whole morning, just trying to get 8 cars up this track. And I've got to say the Hilux wasn't too much of a delay, probably wasted 15 minutes. Towing it up the last little bit, turning it around and rolling it down the hill. But yeah, it's definitely proved to be challenging. Quick tip for anybody that wants to do tracks like this. You need a really good LSD or locker, because when one wheel spins, you get no drive to the other side. So you've got nothing. That means you've got a no-wheel drive instead of a full-wheel drive. Once you've got front and rear lockers, you have a true full-wheel drive, and the vehicle's just going to simply drive up this track. Wasn't going to video that, but went for a fair while. Just caught it towards the end. No action in the patrol, mate. All the way down there. What's going on, mate? What's going on? We'll have to look at that tyres. KO2s, mate, in the little Hilux. Did all right. Pity about the inner tripod that went cut right about there. Beware on the Hiluxes. This is what'll happen when you've got your front up and it's fully extended and you've got that angle up and you're in low range and you're giving it some torque and that tyre grips up or touches the ground or any slightest change. Having a locker can also help prevent that. Doesn't mean it's not going to happen, but if you've got the lockers, you can do it all gently. The Hilux with front and rear lockers would have gently driven up here. Not a problem. Same as our 120's driven. Up here, up there, all the way up there. Not a problem, unassisted. Dukes of Hazzard style. Dylan climbs out the passenger window. Actually wasn't Dylan, just looks like him. He's got the beanie on. Bit high on the tree really. I would put it to the bottom personally, but there's not a lot of pressure on here, so I'm not going to bother getting involved. Well, there you go, half a day to get 8 vehicles from there to here. That's the end of the second video. Catch you on the next one.